Hello there, Talkin Fight fans. Once again, joining us, Neil, the deal on the show. Thanks very much. We've got Leon Spinks lined up tonight, a great fighter from back in the 80s, I know. What do you got for us?
Hey, good evening, Graham. How are you tonight? Thanks for having me
Great,
out.
thank you.
Hey, guys, how are you tonight? All the Neil the Deal fans, all the Talkin Fight fans, thanks for coming out. We've been having some great success this week. I want to thank you again for everything, all the likes, the shares, the comments, and the subscriptions. Lots and lots and lots more coming. Thanks a lot, guys, for telling your friends, your family, and all that jazz. So tonight, Graham, we're going to talk about a little bit about a guy who we mentioned a little while ago in regards to the only two brothers combinations that had held world titles. Do you remember that little
Yeah,
conversation?
yeah,
And it was the Klitschko brothers and the Spinks brothers, correct? Was the answer?
yep.
Yeah, right on. All right, cool. So we're going to talk a little bit about Leon Spinks tonight. Leon Spinks. He's the older of the Spinks brothers. He has a younger brother named Michael, who was also a fighter. We're going to have an episode on him coming up very soon, just to round out the Spinks family, I guess you would say. But we're going to talk about Leon today. Everybody, who's a fight fan knows about the infamous fight between him and Ali, where he won the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world from Ali, and is to this day the only person, and will ever be the only person that took a title, Graham, off Ali in the ring. If you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
He was a challenger when he won, and he was in non-title fights and stuff, but nobody ever actually took the title off of Ali except Leon Spinks. So Leon Neon, that's his handle before what's the other guy? Sanders?
Oh, yeah,
Neon
yeah,
Sanders.
yeah.
Dion Sanders, Neon. Yeah, remember. Hey Dion, man, you're a pretty cool cat too yourself, man. I liked you. You were good. But anyway, so Leon was known as Neon. He was born July 11th, 1953. That would make him 67 years old right now. He was born in St. Louis, Missouri. I used to call that Misery, St. Louis, Missouri. If you've ever been to Missouri, I don't know about that place. But anyways, I'll tell you, the guys in Missouri, it's all right. We like you. I love the Cardinals anyways. They're good. I like the Arch. So, all right. So let's go over his stats here. His career was pretty long career, guys. 1977 to 1995. And he won the undisputed heavyweight championship again from Ali in 78. And that was actually, Graham, his eighth pro fight when he won that title off Ali. So that was his eighth pro. He was like, I guess he was 7-0. I guess going into that one, I guess. So he had a pretty crazy amateur career, which I really had no idea about. Um, Apparently, he had 185 fights, Graham, as an amateur.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. I was like, really? I didn't know, right? And he had 178 wins, and 7 losses. That's it in his amateur career. So that is pretty amazing. Like, that's an amazing amateur record. 178-7. Whoa. Holy cow. Anyways, so then he went on to become a U.S. Olympian, Graham. He fought for the U.S. in the Olympics in Montreal 1976 in the light heavyweight division and won a gold medal, as a matter of fact. Now, good for you, Leon. Nice one. Gold medal, man. In our hometown, our home, in our country. That's pretty impressive, man. So then he went to the Pan American Games in 75, Mexico City, light heavyweight division. He won a silver medal, so he did well there as well. He went to the World Championships in 74 when he was really young. That was in Havana, Cuba, light heavyweight, and he won a bronze, I believe, a bronze medal there. So he went bronze, silver, gold. Pretty good. So he got better and better and better and better, right? You got better, not bitter. That's what I'm telling you. You get better, not bitter. Never mind the bitter. Just get better. All right. That's what he did. That's what you got to do. That's what I'm doing. That's what we all do. So anyway, that's pretty cool for his amateur career. Then he turned pro. Well, actually, before that, he served in the U.S. Marine Corps too, Graham, from 73 to 76.
I did not know that.
Right. So he started his boxing career in 77. So once he was released from the U.S. Marine Corps after 3 years of service, nice work, Leon. He became a boxer, a professional boxer. So I guess he maybe he boxed a little bit in the Marine Corps like a lot of these guys do, but there's only he can tell you that. Hey, Leon, if you're out there, we're here, buddy. We like you. The Talk and Fight people, Neil the Deal Show guys. Maybe we'll get a hold of Leon Spinks. He's one of the kind of cats I'd love to talk to that guy. That'd be awesome. Let's see, you producers over there, are you listening to me? Talk to Leon Spinks, please. Maybe his brother too. Maybe get them both on, something like that. That'd be fun. So he had an amazing pro career, but he really didn't have. He had a number of big fights, but then he really had a bunch of fights that really were just really kind of mediocre fights. So, like I said, his brother Michael, he actually won a gold medal as well at the '76 Olympics as a middleweight. So I didn't know that was the case. So they both won medals in the Olympics, and I do remember watching it as a child, like I was, young, and we were living in Montreal at that time when that happened. So I was watching that in Montreal. So that's kind of when I first learned of these two brothers, basically, because they were amateurs and they were in the Olympics. So, anyways, he did a lot of stuff after his career. His career totals were pretty good. They weren't the greatest, but they weren't too bad. He had 46 total fights, Graham. Right, pro career. He had 26 wins, 14 knockouts, 17 losses, and 3 draws. So, he won 26 out of 46. So, he still had 17 losses. That's quite a number of losses to have in any career, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he was in the big ones too, and he won the big one. You know what I mean? Probably the biggest upset in boxing history. When he beat Ali. And that's one of the only times, Graham, if you watch that fight, guys, you got to watch that fight. Is Ali left the ring with a puffed out face, like his eyes were bulged. He was hurt. Ali, for basically the only time in any fight that I ever saw him. Sure, he got bumps and bruises, but he was actually really really puffed out, and his face was really bad. Ali's, right? But it's the only time, so you'll see that in any fight. It's the only time. So he decided to retire in 77. 95. He started in 77, retired in 95. And then he started into a brief career in pro wrestling, Graham. Some of those smaller wrestling leagues that were coming out back in the 90s, I guess. FSW or something like that. You know what I mean? Like these smaller ones. He was in something called the Bare Knuckle Championship Fighting. Bare Knuckle? No, Brass Knuckle. Sorry, guys. Brass Knuckle Fighting Championship. Graham, check that out. Wow. I just heard about this. This Brass Knuckle. He was the heavyweight champion of this Brass Knuckle Championship boxing thing. I've never heard of Brass Knuckle boxing. So we're going to look into that, Graham. Brass Knuckle boxing with Leon Spinks. What the heck? So he presently lives in Las Vegas, Nevada. He's living a comfortable life, Graham. When he retired, there was a time and place where we all knew he was not doing so well and this and that, but he seems to have recovered well, and he lives comfortably, humbly, and low key. He basically wants to stay low pro. You know what I mean? He wants to be flying under the radar, right? That's why you don't really hear about him or anything. But he's hanging out, and he's enjoying himself. And he was inducted into the in 2017. He was inducted into the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. So that's a pretty nice accolade for him, and he lives there. And unfortunately, it says here that 2019 he was diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer. So, and he has some slurred speech. He from his boxing days. Apparently that occurred 10 years ago or more, where his speech sort of started going. But he seems to be coping well. Well, Leon, I hope you're coping well. You know what I mean? So, God bless you, buddy. I hope everything goes well with that cancer stuff. Like we all know, it's A or B. It's nobody knows. You just do your best and keep the faith. Hopefully, God bless you, buddy. And I guess we're going to talk about his brother coming up in an upcoming episode, Graham.
May as well.
May as well. You know what I mean? So, Leon, you're doing well. Take care of your health. Take care of yourself. Thanks for the great career. Thanks, guys, again for the likes, the shares, and everything, the subscriptions. Everything's been overwhelming. I thank you very much. All my buddies, all my friends, Amanda, Kaylee, Chris, all kinds of people. Thanks a lot for everything, and we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're at 6:30, correct, Graham? 6:30?
Tomorrow will be Thursday, I
No,
think.
Thursday, 7. Okay, it's still Thursday, yeah. Okay, just making sure you're on the ball, Graham.
Thank you.
That's all. I don't want any surprises,
Just happy you didn't ask me any math questions tonight.
Yeah, that's it, eh? Well, I don't know. Normally you're pretty spot on, so.
Not normally. All right,
Yeah,
Chief.
59 out of 100 was good. What percentage is that, Graham?
Yeah, I know.
About 60. What? Good one.
All right, you got
All
it.
right, cool, man. Well,
All right,
thanks a
we'll see
lot,
you.
guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 7, Friday at 6:30. I think I'm gonna have something special on Friday, Graham. So I'll just let you know, guys.
Nice.
Got something up my sleeve here for Friday. Oh yeah, up my sleeve. Oh, you know what I mean? Friday will be fun because look who's playing on Sunday. You guys need to know who the winner is. Put all your money on this team. That's all I got to tell you. All right. Take care of yourselves, guys. Have a good evening. Thanks for coming out. See Neil the Deal. Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks, Graham.
Thank you. Have a good night.